When Jupiter entered Leo on June 30th, one stock had already been getting my attention for weeks. Not because of astrology alone, and certainly not because I think astrology replaces good investing fundamentals. It was because this company kept appearing on my daily stock screens, had a compelling business story, and was beginning to show a major technical breakout. That stock was Elf Beauty. Today, I want to share why it became one of my favorite Jupiter and Leo stocks, how I traded it, and why I think it perfectly represents the themes I've been studying throughout this Jupiter and Leo cycle. Before Jupiter officially entered Leo, I tracked which stocks appeared most frequently on my daily screens during the 13 trading days leading up to June 30th. Elf Beauty appeared an incredible 10 out of those 13 trading days, or nearly 77% of the time. That placed it in what I call my 10-day club, tied with only a handful of stocks and behind only Altria and Monster Beverage, which each appeared 11 times. When a stock consistently shows up day after day, it tells me institutions may already be accumulating shares or that the stock has unusual relative strength. That alone doesn't make it a buy, but it definitely earns a place on my watch list. What made Elf Beauty even more interesting was how perfectly it fit the symbolism of Jupiter in Leo. Leo is traditionally associated with beauty, confidence, self-expression, creativity, glamour, and personal image. Elf Beauty sells affordable cosmetics, skincare, and beauty products that help people express themselves and feel more confident. From a symbolic standpoint, it was almost a textbook example of a Jupiter in Leo company. But there was another reason I found the stock so compelling. It also fit the themes I was tracking for Uranus in Gemini. Has built one of the strongest digital marketing strategies in the beauty industry. The company is known for its use of TikTok, Instagram, influencer marketing, viral product launches, and social media engagement. Those digital-first communication strategies align remarkably well with Gemini's association with media, communication, technology, and information sharing. That meant Elf Beauty wasn't just a Jupiter and Leo stock. It also appeared to benefit from many of the Uranus and Gemini themes I had been researching. Of course, astrology alone wasn't enough to convince me to buy. The technical chart had to agree. At the time, Elf Beauty had spent several months trading inside a declining channel. Then, everything started changing. The stock broke above the downtrend, reclaimed its moving averages, momentum indicators turned positive, and buyers began stepping in. The chart confirmed what my research had already suggested, that this stock deserved serious attention. I began building my position on June 3rd, purchasing my first blow of shares at $50.56. As the breakout continued to strengthen, I added a second block of shares on June 12th at $61.06, and a third block of shares on June 15th at $64.90. My average cost for all these shares became $58.84. Less than a month later, after a tremendous run higher, I sold my position on July 2nd at $75, locking in an overall gain of approximately 27.5%. It became one of my favorite Jupiter and Leo trades so far. Now, if you've looked at the chart recently, you probably noticed that Elf Beauty kept climbing after I sold it. At the time of making this video, the stock is trading around $89. Does that mean I made a mistake by selling? I don't think so. My goal has never been to sell at the exact top. My goal is to follow a disciplined, repeatable process. Identify quality companies, wait for technical confirmation, take meaningful profits, and then move the stock back onto my watch list for another opportunity. Nobody consistently sells at the exact high, and if you spend your investing career trying to do that, you'll often end up missing great exits altogether. Since Jupiter officially entered Leo on June 30th, Elf Beauty has finished green 14 out of 27 trading days. While that's only slightly better than half the time, remember that the stock had already demonstrated exceptional relative strength before Jupiter entered Leo, which is exactly why it earned a place in my study in the first place. Beyond the astrology, this is simply an impressive growth company. Management has transformed e.l.f. from a single affordable makeup brand into a diversified beauty platform that now includes e.l.f. Cosmetics, e.l.f. Skin, Naturium, Rhode, Well People, and Keys Soul Care. The company continues to focus on innovation, digital marketing, and younger consumers, giving it multiple growth opportunities beyond its original business. As always, I want to emphasize that one stock does not prove anything, and astrology should never replace sound fundamental or technical analysis. What I find fascinating is when symbolic themes appear to align with companies that are also executing well as businesses and showing strong technical momentum. That's exactly why I'm documenting these traits throughout the entire Jupiter and Leo cycle. By the end of this transit, we'll have a much larger sample size to determine whether these recurring patterns were meaningful or simply coincidence. Either way, it's been an incredibly interesting experiment, and e.l.f. Beauty has certainly been one of its biggest success stories so far. If you're enjoying this Jupiter and Leo stock series, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which Jupiter and Leo stock you'd like me to analyze next. As always, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's not financial or investment advice. Please do your own research. Make decisions based on your own financial goals and risk tolerance, and never invest solely based on someone else's opinion, including mine. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.